Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. So the purpose of Fernandez Files, just kind of want to keep you abreast with some stories that, in my opinion, matter to the community. We're covering a few things today. The first is happening today. It's the FBI's Take a Beat campaign. Then happening tomorrow, we have National Preparedness Month, which is this month, but Governor Pillen is chatting about power outages specifically. And then FluMist is actually out in some stores tomorrow. So kind of want to give you an update on that and what that looks like. So let's start with the FBI's Take a Beat campaign. Head over to their website now, give you kind of a better understanding of what we're looking at here. Okay, so the FBI Take a Beat campaign is intended to increase awareness of frauds and scams. It's a nationwide effort to raise awareness of these scams that affect the public. And one of the most common tactics, I'll let you kind of, read through this at your leisure, but one of the most common tactics scammers employ is this false sense of urgency or isolation, right? So it's something that Josh Planos with the Better Business Bureau and I talk about a lot, right? They give you this sense of urgency, you must act now or else, so that's something to look out for. Now, these statistics were pretty alarming to me. According to the FBI's latest Internet Crime Complaint Center data, there have already been $1.6 billion in losses from January to May 2024. That's just in this year alone. So over $1 billion in losses from these scammers trying to get your money. And so clearly some of these scams are working, so something to take note of. Now, that's nearly $300 million more from the same time last year. So scammers are getting smarter. They're figuring out different ways to get your money, and we want to avoid that, of course, from happening. So the FBI says, the first precautionary measure that they'd like you to take is to protect your identity. So there are various ways in which you can do that. I'll just kind of scroll back up to the top of the FBI website here. This is also FBI.gov. I mean, this is where, how they can help you, common frauds and scams, reporting frauds and scams. Josh and I talk a lot about that if you join us typically on Tuesdays around the noon hour. It's really important to report if you've been scammed. I mean, save other people the time, pain, and the headache if you can, right? So that is super helpful, of course. So heading back over to our second story for today. So this is what I wanted to talk about. National Preparedness Month is actually the month of September. Happening tomorrow, though, Governor Pillen is going to chat a little bit about focusing on power outages. I mean, just this year alone has been crazy, right? So wildfires, blizzards, tornadoes, high winds. We've seen all those images of uprooted trees. 6 News was able to get you some, intimate interviews with people in the community who likely, in the Elkhorn area are still cleaning up after the aftermath of all of those natural disasters. So, and one of the common things with all these natural disasters is power outages. So Governor Pillen's going to address preparations that will be helpful to Nebraskans in the event of a power outage. So we can head over to Governor Pillen's website. So this is that declaration for you, and he kind of goes through and explains, what you can expect. This again happening tomorrow. He's set to speak tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, I thought this was helpful. This is a preparedness kit. So, get a kit, make a plan, be informed. I'm a really big fan of checklists. So they say, food or water in the event of a power outage, right? That's the focus. 3-day supply or more, which is a lot more water than you would think. So baby, they have first aid kits, personal supplies, pet supplies, children's supplies, sanitation documents. This is really big, right? So especially those Social Security cards, they're still paper, right? So you want to make sure that you have those safe in a Ziploc bag. That'd probably be your best bet there. Now, the third story I want to talk about is also taking place tomorrow. So we've heard of new COVID-19 flu vaccines are coming to Kohl's locations made by Pfizer and Moderna. We're talking about FluMist. So this was something, if I'm not mistaken, we reported on in our broadcasts last week, talking a little bit about self-administered flu vaccines. And this is through that nasal spray, if you will. So that's the FluMist that we're going to chat about here briefly. We do have this story on our website. So I'll head over there now. So here you go. Here's that story. And of course, for more information, you can always head to our website for this story and several others. It's WOWT.com. So, Kohl's Pharmacy did release a statement saying it'll likely take 5 to 7 days before these shipments are shipped to them. They are suggesting that everyone 6 months and older should be vaccinated with this new vaccine, just to stay on the safe side here. So we do have this story again as a web extra. You can kind of go through and read what's important to you. Let's head over to Kohl's website. So you can walk into a Kohl's anytime and be vaccinated. This is what we're told. And you can sign up prior to coming in, and that'll save the wait time of processing through insurance. So you can always book a vaccination appointment. You can head to their website, so kohlsrx.com, and kind of go from there for vaccinations. It kind of explains, schedule your appointment. So step 1, click here, and then they kind of go through, well, here in Omaha, which is your closest Kohl's pharmacy, and you can click on the best site that is closest to you. So I will say, I just wanted to cover those 3 stories for Fernandez Files this afternoon. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And before we go, in true tradition at this point, I kind of want to take a look outside, just to kind of give you a heads up at what Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord was telling us earlier today. So let's see, what's a good shot for you? Let's start with this look at 90th and Dodge. Here we go. So here's a live look from 90th and Dodge. Rusty says this morning maybe you saw early sprinkles, but likely now it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 73. That cloud cover likely keeping it a bit cooler out there, which I'm a huge fan of. Let's head over to 144th and Dodge. Also, Rusty anticipates increasing clouds this evening with a low of 52 degrees. Sounds great to me. I'm just so over summer. So thankfully, fall came yesterday officially. Of course, it's been meteorological fall since September 1st, but fun facts, I guess, for you on this Monday. And a look from this is not breaking news, so bear with me. A look at what's happening in the week ahead from our Children's Nebraska camera. It looks like traffic is flowing smoothly there, so that's good. Rusty says expect a 30% chance of showers before 1 p.m., then kind of partly cloudy, and then a high of 76. And as we look at our First National Bank camera, it's looking like Wednesday will be mostly sunny at this point with a high of 79. So Wednesday seems to be the scorcher, all things considered. But again, very excited for the fall weather that has seemingly finally made it to the metro. So hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am. In the meantime, before we go, just kind of wanted to alert you with what we're showcasing on our website now. WOWT.com. Again, you can go there for the latest news. Let's refresh this grid for you. So we do have this breaking news banner for you. 1 dead, 5 injured after South Omaha crash. Here's the story. If you click on it, you can get all the information you need, and even some video. We also have a map showing you where that happened. Again, that's on our website, WOWT.com.
No tarnish, no rust, lifetime guarantee. Shop.
In the interim, just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me this afternoon for the Fernandez Files, and we hope you'll stick with us for our first broadcast, first at 3, with our Dave Zavolinsky. Until then, have a wonderful day.